I'm Dennis Yu, and if you are an HVAC contractor, you are probably bleeding leads. Probably 45% of the people that come to your website because they found you in Google search or because someone paid for an ad, you are throwing that traffic away. Imagine, what does it cost? What's the average cost per click for HVAC?
You know, it's 12 to 20 bucks.
So imagine that half of those, you're just like throwing away $20 bills. And the number one reason is that people want to know the price. So go do a Google search right now on, AC replacement cost, city name, HVAC contractor, city name, and you'll see all the ads and map results and LSA and all that kind of stuff. And then just below that, it'll say, people also ask, what's the price of this? And how much does it cost? And all that. So if you're not answering that question, is Google going to show you? Even in the ads. So you're paying for this traffic, or through the agency or yourself, you're spending all this money to drive the traffic, yet 45% of that traffic you're throwing away. So Marko, what have you noticed to solve that problem?
So, something we found recently is that 85% of homeowners are looking for a price to replace their HVAC system. Okay, that's 85%. So if you're not giving the homeowner an option to get an instant quote on your website, you're missing out on hundreds and thousands of leads, and that's a lot of money, right? The companies that are with HVAC Quote are generating 100K, 200K, 250K a month just from the replacement leads that are coming from this software tool. Okay, my name is Marko with HVAC Quote, and we developed this tool specifically for HVAC businesses that are looking to get more out of the marketing, but also know where their leads are coming from and know where their customers are coming from. You want to know whether Google is working better or Facebook is working better, or what pages on their website are generating most of the traffic and generating most of the leads. And so that's why we created it.
So when Marko showed this to me, and I've run friends of mine that run HVAC companies through, a lot of them are getting over $100,000 in incremental revenue per month. And that's just another, 6 to 7 systems or whatnot. And when Marko told me about this and showed me how the tool worked, and it's just a no-brainer, I thought, you know what? If I had a tool like this, I would charge 10% of the incremental revenue. So if I was HVAC Quote and I could prove that I was generating an extra $100,000 of revenue, I would charge 10% of 10 grand a month, right? That's a fair price. Would you pay $1 to get $10 more? And then he told me the price was $350 a month. No installation fee, no limit on the number of quotes that you can run through. And that seems like a total no-brainer. And thus, when you look at the other people that have run through this, look at the results. Go to HVACQuote.ai and see the live sites that it's on. Like my buddy Rob of Fast Response, right? He's a big contractor in Columbus.
You can 50, 60 technicians.
You can see it live on his site. You can see it live on all these other sites. You can call up these guys and ask it. You can test it out yourself. It's not an agency. It's not this thing where you have to understand this complex thing. It's not this like tricky technical implementation. It doesn't require a lot of stuff from you. There's no like magic thing to have to figure it out. You just get the thing onto your site. It starts showing quotes. You start configuring. It's based on what you're doing, and your customers are able to see a range based on the way you configure it of what the price could be. It's literally that simple.
100%. And HVAC companies come to me all the time, okay, with a couple different things. Number one, they're not getting enough leads. Number two, the quality of leads is just in the gutter. As HVAC businesses, you make money on replacement jobs. That's just what it is. You make money on replacements. If you get tune-ups, if you get repairs, that is gonna essentially open the door to getting a replacement. But if you could get high quality leads, right? If you get high quality leads on demand for replacements, that's the most ideal thing that most HVAC companies are looking for. And that's why people love this software tool. And there's really 3 steps to doing something like this, okay? Number one is obviously integrating your pricing. So you're gonna go into your House Call Pro, your Service Titan, or wherever your price sheet is. You're gonna grab your tonnage, your price per tonnage for all the different systems that you offer. And in the back end of HVAC Quote, you're gonna set your pricing. You're going to configure your pricing so that way your price is accurate. And when a homeowner's on your website and they request a price, it shows them something that actually makes sense. And it's a system that you guys actually offer. And so it's customized for each contractor that we work with. So that's step one. Step two is integrating it onto your website. So you're gonna grab the iframe. It's just simply an HTML code that you're gonna put on your WordPress website or Duda or whatever platform you're on. And really the third step is to wait and see,
Yeah.
and you'll have the leads rolling in. Okay, you'll be able to view them into your database. You'll also be able to send these leads to your CRM, and so that way your CSRs and your call center can call the leads and start selling more projects.
Awesome. So HVACQuote.ai, is this an annual contract?
It's a month-to-month, $350 a month. A lot of people have mentioned to us that why aren't we charging per quote, or why aren't we charging per lead or whatever through the platform? And look, we don't want to be a marketing agency. We don't want to sell you leads. We don't want to be nickel and diming you for certain leads, whether this is qualified or this or whatever. We just want to give you a flat fee. You don't need to worry about it. It's $350 a month. You need to integrate it once, and it's all done.
So what happens if in 90 days from now, you decide it's going to be $1,000 a month
What do you mean?
for people to sign up?
From now?
Yeah.
I mean, so be it. If the price goes up, it goes up, right?
Yeah. So get in now and look at the ROI. For $350 a month, if you're able to sell just one more job, what's the ROI? You don't even have to be a Chinese person to be good at math. That's easy ROI, right?
Yeah, 100%. So, what I tell people all the time is if this sells one additional replacement job per month, or heck, per year, right?
Yeah.
If your average job is $15,000, I mean, we're in Phoenix. The average job is 17 grand for an average HVAC company. And so if you're selling just one job per year, that pays for itself.